Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I have my beta rim off, and I already changed the sprocket. This is the one I could find, 51 tooth. I found a 52 today from one of our suppliers. I was like, oh. But anyways, I'm going from 52 to 51. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, I think stock was like, I want to say 48, but I'm sure you all will correct me. But the main thing is I'm going to change the rear tire, and I'm also going to change the tubeless, and we're going to take a look at what the tubeless looks like in there, because I've ran this tire totally flat, 0 PSI. And by totally flat, I mean no high pressure, no low pressure. And I know the tubeless was already looked really bad, the red liner. Well, it's going to look probably even a lot worse, but I don't know. And I've run it 100% flat. I've also run it with 0 PSI. And, you know, I've been meaning to change it. I've been riding and riding and riding. And yeah, you know, probably shouldn't have been doing that. But just been lazy, been busy with the shop. So I'm here at the shop, so I don't have all my tools, which is a little annoying. But let's get to it and see how this tubeless system looks after I've abused it, and we will call that abuse. And I don't have my Rabaconda because it's on order. There we go. Break the bead. That's where a 5-gallon bucket comes in handy. I also don't have my spray bottle too. I did bring some Murphy tire soap, but yeah, a lot of things I don't have here at the shop that I have at home because we're not totally moved in. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's good. Okay, so that's debeaded. And if you have something, just so you don't hit your hands, I don't know where my gloves are. That's another thing. I do have some silicone spray though, so we can spray that down here, lube the tire up. Some tire irons, just your standard kind that you might carry. Now you find the opposite side of the rim lock. So actually you start at the rim lock when you're taking them off. Sorry. Because it will suck it. The idea is the tire will go down into the drop center, and that's what gives you the room to get it off. Kind of start away. You have to start a little bit away from the rim lock. And you just kind of put these in there, like so. And I don't really care about the red liner, but I'm looking in there and I can see the red liner. So if this was one I knew, you know, you're taking it off, putting on a new tire, and you would be very careful and watch and try to pay attention by feel too, where the end of your tire iron is. Now the thing is though, a lot of people use those big ones, like the Rabaconda ones. Those things are so big, you can't feel. Like these little ones, I can feel where the edge of the bead is with, if I get it out of there, with the tip, because it's slightly curved. I can feel where it's at, and I can feel if it has too much, if it's in there too far. And sometimes it's in there far enough, you kind of have to pull out as you bend it back. Just like that. And now it'll probably go really easy because I have it started pretty good. And I do use tire jack. That's another thing I didn't bring into the shop. So I'll be doing this tomorrow too, finishing up, but that's the tire jack hit sealed around the bead, which is good. I can Take that off now. And then you flip it. Again, drop center. Take your lube. WD-40 works really good too. This is almost out, so just trying to use what I have, and then I can throw this can away. Plus, that's what I have. And once again, go ahead, just so I don't bang that with my knife. It will still hurt, but it might not take skin and draw blood. So let's see, let's go ahead, start over here. Put one in. Number two. Let's go ahead and again, I can see down in there, I can see the red liner. Because sometimes you'll grab the red liner, and obviously that's not good for that. There we go. Plus, the smaller ends slide in there a lot easier. You're trying to get in some big end. I don't know. To me, those just don't work well. I love these little, they're just Motion Pro. These ones are Pit Posse. Same thing. You know, I bought one at the dealer a long time ago. I think this is where I got the Motion Pro. And I'm sure you can buy these from us because I'm sure our supplier has all that stuff. Okay, so basically, that's it. That's how you undo a tubeless. And then you watch the tire eject drip around. There might be some water in there too. And it's probably gonna look really bad. Oh yeah, and you just kind of push and whoo. Okay, sometimes you just gotta get into it. Ow. There we go. Just use your body and get it out. Okay, there's some liquid in there. I don't think that's the tire eject. I bet that's some water just due to it being flat when I was running it and low pressure through creeks and stuff. Possibly. I mean, I don't know, it feels a little, I don't know if that's water or not. It's hard to tell. But what I will do, so I don't make too big of a mess in the shop here, I will go ahead and sop that up. You can see the tire eject here. It's like rubbery because I probably ran it flat. There's these low and highs to the red carcass. Trying to see the spots that were really bad, but it seems like this tire eject didn't like running at 0 PSI, and it seemed to stick to the very bottom where it was the roughest, where I think the spots where it was running on are, see right here, look at this. I'm down to the cords in the red liner. Here, I'll bring this closer to y'all. See that? That's actually through the red liner into the cords. That's because I ran it 100% with no high pressure and no main pressure. That was my mistake, but it was a good test because this thing keeps on going. Now I have to remember how you get this off. I think you just put an iron under and pry it off. That might be where the big irons would come in handy. Go like that. I'm kind of just putting it through. I don't know, you know, I've only done this like once or twice, taking off the red liner. So let's see, we'll go like that, and like that. There we go, body weight, and comes right out. Bada boom, bada bing. I'll be throwing this bad boy away, but it's, I mean, it did its job. It's worked for me. I know some people just have bad luck with the tubeless systems, but look, I ran it with that. And then over here, a lot of tire eject. But there's still highs and lows that I can see. Might not come on camera, but in this red bladder, for whatever reason, this spot's the worst. And, you know, that is, it's not quite through. I mean, that's the cords of the red liner, the fabric, however it's made. I've trusted that for many, many rides. Probably shouldn't have. So we'll toss that off to the side because that is getting thrown away. I had duct taped my inside here. I'm going to clean this best. I'm going to try to clean this up the best I can because I use duct tape. I just seems to work better for me than the plasticky stuff they give. But yeah, I might go ahead and put some fresh duct tape in here. I don't know. We'll see.